If you want to overcome your panic attacks, then you need to be black. Now, I'm not being racist because black people, when you think about black people, they are really good at basketball. They are really good jumpers. If you can jump your low state of consciousness to a high state of consciousness, then you just became black in a spiritual sense. You can then heal your panic attacks. You have to know one very important secret that ancient yogis have used, and even Western mystics like Neville Goddard have used in order to upgrade their state of consciousness. The ancient yogis used this principle in order to heal all of their mental pain and prepare themselves for a deeper state of meditation and enlightenment. This principle is known as imagination creates reality. Now, what you have to understand is if you want to completely overcome your panic attacks, if you want to see yourself as a calm, relaxed, happy, joyful, empowered person, if you want your friends and family to stop worrying about you, if you want your ex girlfriend or your ex boyfriend to be jealous about how you are so thriving in your life and regret that they ever messed with you, then you have to understand that your universe, the things that you can physically see, the things that you can perceive through your five senses, is actually just an illusion. The universe is immaterial, it is mental, and it is spiritual. Your personal reality is just an extension of your own mind. So if you can change your mind, if you can change the state of your consciousness, your state of your world, your personal reality must change. And for you to change your state of consciousness, your imagination plays a very big role. So there are three steps to changing your state of consciousness. Listen to me very closely. First, you have to be able to relax your body completely. How do you achieve that? You just chant Om, A-U-M, Om. Om chanting stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, puts you at a state of relaxation, and prepares you for a deeper state of meditation. There are many different types of relaxation techniques, but I recommend you to chant Om because it is not only going to help you relax, but I have personally known people who have completely healed their panic attacks simply by chanting Om 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day for 3 months. They didn't even need to do other steps. Some people are just lucky, but hey, if you're not lucky, then understand the other two steps as well. So, by the way, I have a video on how to chant Om correctly. It's on my YouTube channel, so check that out. So after you chant Om for about 20 minutes, what you're going to realize is that your body is very relaxed now and your mind is very awake. This is the moment where you understand, where you will know that your brain is producing alpha waves and theta waves because your brain is naturally going to think in images right now after you chant Om. Then your brain is going to be suggestible to your own auto suggestion. So it's a very good time to imagine things and to impress those imagination in your subconscious mind. So what you're going to do after you chant Om is you start to imagine a scenario where you are already the man that you want to become and you are already doing the things that you want to do. So you want to become a happy, a calm, a joyful, an empowered, a confident person. Start to imagine that you're already that type of person. What are the things that you are, what are the things you're going to do now that you have become that person? Are you going to walk differently? Imagine that. Are you going to act differently? Start to visualize that. Are you going to walk with your chest out or by shrinking? You know what you're going to act like. So start to visualize that very clearly. How are you going to talk to other people? Are you going to be confident? How are people going to treat you? Start to visualize that. Are your friends and family going to compliment you on how you have changed as a person, on how your outlook on life has completely been radicalized? Start to imagine that. Are you going to say to your friends and family, hey guys, you don't have to worry about me anymore, I am completely fine? Are you going to say that to them? Start to visualize that. Are you going to drink coffee because right now maybe you are avoiding stimulating agents? Are you going to date people? Because a lot of people cannot date when they are inflicted with a lot of mental pain. Start to visualize that you are with your date, you are touching their hair, you are touching their skin, you are smelling their perfume, you're telling them that she or he is so amazing. Start to imagine that they are complimenting you on how you are so calm and so happy and so relaxed and so confident as a human being. Start to provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary act. That's the way to make your imagination powerful. When you can see things, when you can hear things, when you can smell things, when you can taste amazing food, when you can touch things in your imaginary act, then that imaginary act becomes very powerful in your mind. Your mind actually cannot differentiate between an imaginary act which is provided with all the sensory enrichedness and an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world. Start to use this property of your mind to your advantage. When you provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary act, neural networks are going to be formed inside of your brain. These neural networks are going to reflect like that imagined scenario has already happened to you. Now, what you're going to do is completely immerse yourself into that imaginary scenario in the first person. Don't just imagine as if you're watching a movie. You have to do everything in the first person. When you start to imagine that way and you mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario, this mind movie over and over and over again, then there comes a moment where that neural network start to become set and hard, and now that neural network is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. Suddenly you're going to feel emotions that are equivalent to your imaginary act. Suddenly now you're going to feel grateful, empowered, confident, happy, joyful, because you're already the type of person that you want to become and you're doing all the things that you want to do. So of course you're going to feel all these powerful elevated emotions. Now what you have to do is you have to sustain these elevated emotions, because right now you can sustain emotions of tragedy, emotions of anxiety, because you have practiced feeling these emotions for so long. You're really good at sustaining these emotions. If you just show up every day, if you just do these 3 steps every day, if you just do this meditation after waking up and before going to bed at night, and whenever you get free time, then you will get really good at sustaining these elevated emotions for an extended period of time. And when you can do that, these feelings are going to breathe life into your imaginary act. Now your imaginary act becomes reality. Suddenly the imagination becomes drawn to you. Now you become a magnet to everything that you have visualized. It's such a cool thing to experience. We think that we are all victims of circumstances, of genetics, but we are actually the creators of our life. The Bible says we are made in the image of God. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of us. The Upanishads say, Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the source of creation. So start becoming a creator of your own life. But don't think that it's going to be easy, because right now our modern world is saturated with everything that takes attention away from us. TikToks, YouTube shorts, instant gratification, drugs, alcohol, all of these things are going to strip away your attention from them. And if you cannot hold your attention on a particular mental imagery for an extended period of time, you cannot create your own reality. So practice these 3 steps over and over again, and your attention span is going to be longer. You're going to be really good at sustaining your elevated emotions, and you are going to change your life. Remember, guys, there are 2 kinds of people. One, people who focus on external circumstances, people who focus on tragedy on their lives and fight and try to fight their tragedy by themselves. People who don't understand that this world, including your body, is just a cause of your own state of consciousness. I'm sure you know this kind of people. And number 2, the more enlightened people focus on the world of their inner self, the world of thoughts, the world of feelings, the world of mental imagery. When these people start to focus on thoughts, feelings, and emotions and mental imagery, they will soon find that their external world is just a reflection of their own internal reality. So please, guys, please show up for yourself and start to do these wonderful 3 steps. It's very easy if you just show up every day, and if you can hold your attention for an extended period of time, you can heal your panic attacks overnight. It's not going to take long if you just show up every day. The showing up of every day is just training your attention to become long. If you can hold your attention for a long period of time, it's instant. Change is instant. So please, please do it, at least to prove me wrong. Because if you prove me wrong, I promise you that I am going to stop making these kinds of videos. So please do it. And I have made a ton of videos on how to overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it, then I have Gmail or Viber, my Telegram, my WhatsApp, all in the description box down below. Message me and then we can get started right away. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.